you can turn it on. Meet me in the middle.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who to the Curve. And this is a Robert Ruiz rant. Today, we're going to be speaking on imposter syndrome, a gendered epidemic confirmed by 108 studies, because we needed that many. Ladies and gentlemen, gather around for the most groundbreaking revelation of the century. Women experience imposter syndrome more frequently and intensely than men. Yes, you heard it right. After a mere 108 studies, we have finally confirmed what women have been subtly hinting at with their existential dread and self-deprecating humor for decades. It turns out that the pervasive feeling of being a fraud, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, isn't just in their heads. Well, it is, but it's not just their imagination. Let's dive in headfirst into the rabbit hole of an imposter syndrome, where women are the reigning queens. For the uninitiated, imposter syndrome is that delightful psychological phenomenon where highly competent individuals are convinced that they are frauds and a fear of being exposed at any moment. Imagine winning an Olympic gold medal and then worrying someone will pop out from behind the podium to snatch it away, saying, "Just kidding, you didn't deserve this." Now, you may wonder, why did it take 108 studies to confirm this? Couldn't we have stopped at, say, 10? Well, in the spirit of thorough academic rigor and possibly some masochistic tendencies, researchers decided to keep going until they had a sample size that could rival the numbers of times people have asked, "Have you tried just being more confident?" To a woman battling imposter syndrome. Picture this: a group of researchers armed with clipboards and a burning desire to uncover the obvious, combing through data and nodding sagely as they find yet another study confirming that women are indeed more prone to feeling like they're faking it. The sheer irony is almost poetic. They're probably thinking, is this study even real? Are we imposters studying imposters? But let's not dismiss the value of these studies. They have provided us with some dazzling insights. For example, women are more likely to attribute their successes to luck or external factors, while men tend to think they're just naturally awesome. Shocking, right? It's as if society has been subtly, and by subtly I mean blatantly, conditioning women to doubt their abilities for centuries. And it's not just about feeling like a fraud. The meta-analyst also reveals that woman imposter syndrome is more intense. Imagine the regular imposter syndrome dial turned up to 11 with the side of existential crisis. It's like playing a video game on hard mode, but with no cheat codes and a broken controller. So, what's the solution? Well, if you are hoping for a magical answer, prepare to be disappointed. The study suggests various coping mechanisms such as seeking mentorship, cognitive behavioral therapy, and practicing self compassion. In other words, women, it's time to add fixing your own brain to your already overflowing to do list. But hey, at least now you have a scientifically backed reason to justify that self help book collection gathering dust on your nightstand. In the end, this meta-analysis of 108 studies has given us the definitive proof we apparently needed. Women experience imposter syndrome more frequently and intensely than men. So next time you see a woman doubting their achievements, just remember, it's not her. It's a scientific phenomenon. And maybe, just maybe, we can all work towards a future where no one feels like an imposter. Or, at the very 108 studies to tell us what we already know. Cheers to that. Thank you for listening to Who to the Curve. And don't forget to share us, like us, and subscribe.